congratulations for City of Dreams. I love the rawness and realism that all of you fine actors are bringing into the show. Priya and Eijaz, a huge welcome to ETimes, and today we are so happy to have you joining with us.
Thank you, Aditi. It's
Thank
really sweet. Thank you
you.
so much.
So,
Thank you, Aditi.
politics, family, and a whole lot of drama is the spine of City of Dreams. I want to know from each of you, with season two coming in, what has been your biggest takeaway from the story? And is there a pressure to match up to the rage of season one?
But I really had fun shooting this because the characters are shown in are much more layered in the second season than the first season. So I think when you, as an actor, when you get to explore new emotions or something that you haven't done before for the same character, the character is same, the person is same, and still you are going to explore more.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened in the second season. I wouldn't say we are tense or nervous or anything. We are supremely excited about finally the season is coming out and people are going to watch it. So we are just keeping our fingers crossed. Let's hope that people will love this season as well, as much as they love the first season. And yes, as for story, I would say that story-wise, this season has much more drama and intense and dynamics and like a lot more than what you have seen in the first season, for sure. Yeah, that we guarantee you.
Cool. What about you, Eijaz?
Yeah, my biggest influence in my life in terms of a book or a film has one of the films has been Godfather.
Okay.
And in that, it was always like family comes first before politics, before anything else. But working in City of Dreams has changed my perspective about that.
Okay.
So I do realize that everything in this world has got something to do with power.
True.
Yeah.
You come to know, you realize this when you study each and every character in this show, or if you try to study every other character, every other dynamic of any real character also, you come to know it's about power. And there is no unconditional love. There is no whatever, we over-romanticize things in family and stuff, but I think it's got a lot to do with power. That's my biggest thing.
True.
And as about this season, progressing from the first, I think we already have a set audience who has seen season one, who is very intrigued about what's happening with season two. I think we are not only going to capitalize on it, we're going to add a huge chunk of audience to season two because it's much more interesting and it takes off from naturally it takes off from where we left season one, but it really takes off. So you got to see it to believe it.
So, Priya, coming to you, one of the biggest positives in the story was the feminist undertone. While your brother is tone sexist and he mocks female power, you are very patient, level-headed and strong. And again, your sexuality doesn't define your existence either. And at the end, it was one thing which, allowed you to feel liberated and help you deserve what you want, right? So, as an actor, what were your priorities? Focus on Purnima's worldview or focus on how Purnima adapts and responds to the male-centric world?
Oh, I think for me, it was important to understand how she feels and what she thinks. So, both, I mean, it all boils down to how you have been treated as a child.
True.
So from there to now discovering things about herself, about herself as in her personality, her likes, her dislikes, her choices that she makes in life, everything about that.
So, Eijaz, I must agree, you are so believable as Wasim Khan in the show, and now it feels like I'm talking to a different person right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, since you portrayed a cop, I want to state that a cop's portrayal is often stereotyped in movies. You are supposed to be sturdy, you are supposed to be hard, you are supposed to put on a uniform and things like that. But here, in the show, you are constantly disregarded, even though you are so good at your job, and here you are unofficially working too, and at the same time you are vulnerable. So do you think has web allowed you to explore these emotions inside a cop, which we rarely get to see in films?
The complete credit of this goes to our writers, Rohit and Nagesh sir, and of
Mm-hmm.
course, director Nagesh sir.
Mm-hmm.
To imagine a character like this, portray it, we were just executing it.
Okay.
I knew the vulnerability of Wasim Khan. I knew his frustration. I knew someone who sits on such a high pedestal of authority that
Mhm.
he has a right over someone's existence.
True.
For him to be kicked around like this by the system,
Yeah.
I kind of understood it because I kind of related to it. I
Okay.
always felt as an actor, I have a lot of integrity. I always felt as an actor, I did the right things. I always felt I let my work speak as opposed to sensationalizing my work or trying to be in the news.
Mm-hmm.
So, on a personal level, I also felt that, yeah, I'm not getting my due. I'm angry, I'm bitter with the world and all. I brought those parallels. And I understood Wasim Khan that way, and it was much easier for
Mm-hmm.
me to hence portray Wasim Khan that way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right, cops have been caricaturized.
A
There
lot.
is a stereotype to it, but they were stereotyped because the audience also accepted them that way.
True.
Now we have an evolved audience. Now
Yeah.
the audience doesn't see, especially on the OTT platforms, they don't
Mm.
see a black and white character.
Yes.
All of them are real. All of them are great. Like even in City of
True.
Dreams, nobody is right or wrong.
Yeah.
They have been compelled to make those choices sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
or they have made wrong choices. They eventually realize that their choices
Yeah.
were wrong, but they have to live with life just the way we have to live with life.
Yes.
So it just makes those characters much more real and relatable, especially on the OTT platform. And I was very lucky that I got to portray a character like this.
Mm-hmm. So, another interesting thing about the series was you couldn't label anybody as good or bad, or a protagonist and an antagonist and it looked too real. I mean, these are humans and no matter how good or bad they are doing it for their own good. So,
Yes.
as actors, was it challenging to maintain that balance, to not weigh down on one emotion completely?
No, I think yeah, I mean, I agree with everything that you've said, but I'm a kind of an actor who detach myself uh, from the character. Like
Okay.
what I am playing on screen doesn't impact me in my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
So what Purnima was doing was right for her, but nothing from that from her space could affect or impact or influence me in any way, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I just go there as a character, read the script, and perform.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why none of these things, whether they are gray or dark or bad or good, uh,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm performing, I just feel that this is right for her, and I believe it, and I do it with conviction. So
True.
my personal influences, my personal thoughts, my personal likes, dislikes never come in picture because I follow what's written in the script because these are fictional characters anyway.
Yeah.
Even though you take even though there are things which you might feel that are similar to what you see around, but they are still fictional characters, they don't exist. So that's why when I become Purnima Gaikwad, it's a fictional person, it's
Yeah.
not me. That's why I don't take anything personally, I don't take or agree or disagree, or I don't feel take it to my heart, not at all. So that doesn't leave any impact on me as a person after I finish shooting. Till I am in that zone, till I am in that space of the character, it definitely affects me, but it affects me
Yeah.
as Purnima Gaikwad, it doesn't affect me as Priya
Mm-hmm.
or as an individual.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ejaz?
But I have a different take on it. I think we derive our actions from our real life.
True.
So I tend to superimpose a lot of my feelings of the character. I tend to extract it from my real life, what I felt.
Mm-hmm.
And as a character, as Wasim Khan, I don't have the privilege of being non-judgmental. I have to be
Yeah.
judgmental about
True.
each and every character. As Wasim Khan, if I understand my child maybe or my wife, I can probably understand their perspective and think, acha, they are convinced about what they're doing. उस वक्त उन्होंने ये किया जो उन्होंने अपने आप के लिए सबसे सही समझा
वो उन्होंने
और वो उन्होंने किया. But I can't be that sympathetic towards all the characters. I have to be judgmental. So in a way, I tend to see the bigger picture only through my character's perspective. I will try to be as real with the character, with my character as much as possible. Of course, I will understand the other person's perspective, but I will see it from a judgmental prism.
Wow. I mean, both of you have given me such interesting insights from that particular show, because I didn't realize that so many perceptions can happen. So thank you so much, Priya and Eijaz, for doing this with me. I had a great time talking to you, and I look forward to more seasons of City of Dreams.